welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking all about the Canon EOS R and whether or not this DSLR is actually good for photography. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so in the first part of this video, I am going to be kind of just talking through a couple of different features that I really like about this camera that, in my opinion, make it pretty good for photography. And then in the second part of this video, we will be diving a little bit more into quality of photos, and I will also be showing you some of the photos that I've taken with my Canon EOS R, and we will assess the quality together. Okay, so in full disclosure, I'm a Canon girl. This is my third Canon camera, and I'm a big fan of Canon in general. I would definitely say, kind of given my experience with the Canon Rebel models, that the Canon EOS R is heavier and wider. So with that being said, I do believe that the Canon EOS R might be lighter than some of the higher end models. I also think that the Canon EOS R might be smaller than some of the more higher end models. So if you have made that comparison and know the answer to that, I would love to know your perspective in the comments. So whenever I'm taking pictures with my Canon EOS R, I actually find that the grip is very comfortable and easy to use. I have no issue at all when looking through the viewfinder whenever I am taking photos. I have found that in my research, some photographers don't prefer kind of just the ergonomics of the Canon EOS R when it comes to photography, but I've had no problem at all. I feel like it's pretty comfortable, and I really like that it has kind of that grip handle situation going on, because I think it makes for a more ergonomic and comfortable camera photo taking situation. Something else that I really love about the Canon EOS R is the touchscreen capability. So I absolutely love touchscreen. I also have touchscreen on my laptop, and I find that it just makes life a lot easier. And I think that the same goes for the Canon EOS R. So for example, if you want to autofocus on your subject, you can simply just, touch your screen and it will autofocus. So that is a feature that I really like. So another feature that I really like about the Canon EOS R is the eye autofocus. So there is a auto tracking feature that kind of just focuses in on the eyes as well as the face. And I find that this feature is very helpful if you do a lot of portraits and you're taking pictures of people. The next feature that I want to talk about is the flip out screen. I seriously love this. The last Canon camera that I had did not have this feature, and I was kind of bummed out about it, because if you think about it, if you have the ability to kind of flip out the screen and then close it back up, you're really protecting your screen, and that just gives me peace of mind whenever I'm traveling with my camera. Something else that I really like about the flip out screen is that it helps you to kind of capture angles a little bit better depending on what angle you are shooting at. So say for example, you are pointing your camera at a weird angle and you can't really see the screen, you can flip the screen out and point it at an angle that you can see. So I really do like the flip out screen function. I think it's pretty cool. Okay, so now let's kind of switch gears a little bit and talk about the quality of the photos that you can expect with the Canon EOS R. So from my perspective, I think that the quality of the photos that you get from the Canon EOS R are pretty good. So this camera features a 30 megapixel sensor, which I believe is the equivalent to the Canon 5D Mark IV, which is also a higher end camera as well. So you're gonna get pretty good image quality from this camera. I would also say that this camera does pretty good when it comes to taking photos in lower light situations. I think that Canon is probably known for not always being the best when it comes to low light settings, but I wanna show you a couple of examples of photos that I took where the lighting was a lot lower. Okay, so both of the images on the screen were taken in lower light. The one on the left actually had almost little to no light, and the one on the right, of course, has the sun peeking through the trees. If you take a look at the image on the left and you look really closely, you can see it looks a little bit grainy. So if you do plan on taking photos with the Canon EOS R, just keep in mind that things can get a little bit grainy if you are taking photos in low light. I also want to do kind of just a comparison of the quality you would expect from the EOS R to my iPhone 12, just so that you can kind of get an idea of what that quality looks like. So here is what I've got for you. Okay, so both of these images were taken literally probably within a minute of each other, and the differences are pretty substantial in my opinion. So the photo on the left was taken with a Canon EOS R, and as you can see, the sky is completely blown out and you can see very little detail. I would also say that the image is a lot warmer than the one on the right. I would also say that there's a lot more detail in the image on the left when compared to the one on the right. So the photo on the right, of course, was taken with my iPhone, and there's a lot more detail in the sky. The image itself is a lot cooler. But like I said, I think that the detail just isn't as good as the one on the left. I definitely would edit both of these images because they currently are raw and unedited. And I think that the sky issues with the photo on the left could actually be fixed in Lightroom. So I think it's pretty interesting to compare both of these photos because it was literally the same scene and actually a minute within each other, but the photos look very, very different. So let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. So I really hope that this video was helpful if you are thinking about purchasing the Canon EOS R for your photography endeavors. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to leave them in the comments down below. If you liked this video, I would appreciate a like, and if you want to see similar content to this in the future, please subscribe to my channel. And until next time, I hope that you all have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.